Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, Victoria City Council is trying to do some more amendments to the cruise ship industry that's trying to send more ships to Victoria and it just seems to be piling up. Now, does this one make sense? Well, let's look into it. So a council person on the Victoria City Council, Ben has put forward a motion saying that we should raise the fees in Victoria Harbour for the solid waste coming off the cruise ships that visit the cruise. He says it's not a home port, but they seem to be getting a significant, and I quote that, significant amount of the garbage that's coming off the cruise ships. And he has said that we should raise the prices for dumping in the landfills. He has proposed this to Lisa Helps, the mayor of Victoria, and other mayors and city councillors in the area, saying that they should all promote this change. And here's where some of the issues come. Now, we all know just a little while ago, the Victoria City Council put in this motion to limit the amount of cruise ships coming to Victoria until they get shore power and until they do this stuff, and they were piling on a whole bunch of different things that the cruise line started to say, well, if you don't want us to come, we can go someplace else, no problem. But they said, no, we don't want that, but they keep piling on these things, and in the face of it, it all looks really good, right? It's for the environment. Everything they talk about is for the environment. And so, but let's take a look at this one for the landfill. So right now, general waste in Victoria is charged to the landfill about $110 per gross ton. They already charge the cruise lines $157, so it's already $47 more, almost 50% the cost of normal general waste going there. So there's already an upcharge for the cruise ships to dump there, and now they want to raise that even higher. Some council people are saying that this is another signal to the cruise lines saying that they don't want, we don't want your business, don't come here. And a lot of businesses are starting to get a little upset with the always seem to be piling on the cruise industry in that area. And as some of you know, some of the cruise lines want to make Victoria a sailing point now, not just Vancouver and Seattle. They want to be able to set a home port in Victoria. So that can make a big difference as well. A lot of business, a lot more, things going on. Now, that could be fair. If the cruise lines are filling up the landfills with an abundance of solid waste and, more than, the dumps can handle and that kind of thing, then this would be fair, right? To upcharge to do that because, they're kind of like a moving business. And so what percentage of the solid waste that gets going to the landfill comes from the cruise ships? So I found out, and that significant amount of waste is 150 metric tons during the summer months. 150 metric tons per month during the summer months. How much normal waste gets put there from all the other businesses and things that are out there? 12,000 tons. Does 150 out of 12,000 seem like a significant amount of the metric ton waste that goes there? And just think about it, it's only for about 4 months a year. So if you're looking over the percentage of the year, it's far less than 1% that every cruise ship going to Victoria puts there. In fact, 90% of all the cruise lines material either gets recycled or it goes someplace other than landfills. So they already do a very good job. In fact, the CEO of the Cruise Authority, Victoria Cruise Port, has sent out many invitations to the mayor and city councils to come on down and see what they're working on environmentally, see how they recycle, see all the good things they're doing around the cruise port to make the cruise port as environmentally friendly as possible, and they're working on shore power and all those things. And out of all the invitations that have been issued to the mayor and the council people, they have not shown up once. They have not actually gone to the cruise ports to see what exactly goes on. But for some reason they think everything is bad. They may be bad, but if you don't go and look, and you don't check for yourself, and you don't do things, how do you pass laws and regulations when you haven't found out the facts for yourself? If you can't be bothered to go down the street from where you live to check things out on something you think is key for your city, then you're not doing a very good job. That's kind of what I think. And you know what? They may be completely right. They may be running things horrible in the port, but they don't know. They've never gone there. They've never gone to the cruise port to find out what they're doing. They just know it's a good talking point, right? Cruise lines, environment must be bad. Must be bad. And yes, some cruise lines pollute more than others. Some have, the older ships are worse than that. But the industry is trying to change. They're bringing on many LNG cruise ships this year. They're bringing on hybrid cruise ships. They're bringing in new cells that do zero emissions. They're doing a whole bunch of things. They're eliminating plastic on their cruise ship. They are doing a ton of things. But if you don't look into what they're doing and you're saying, well, you have to do more, well, how do you know they're not doing more if you don't even check? And as far as I'm concerned, 150 tons out of 12,000 tons is not a significant amount at all. At all. So maybe the council people really need to investigate a little more before they make these claims. I know it sounds like a great headline and all your environmentalist friends will jump on board no matter what. But in reality, raising the price to $210 is not going to slow the amount of waste going there. It does nothing. You want to get rid of the pollution and everything, offer incentives to get rid of them. If you do this, you don't have to pay 1% of this tax. If you do this, we will give you a percentage of your money back. Offer incentives. If you just tax the populace and people, it just gets passed on to us and nothing changes. But I guess it sounds good for the news. Well, I hope you appreciate this update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.